Boom, boom, boom. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast. I am Walter. I got Tony to my left, Josh to my right. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah, I feel way better now.
Yes, tell us.
Totally.
How's everything now?
I'm allowed to drink.
How's last week to today, level 1 to 10?
Last week was horrible. I was in a daze. Who did we interview? It was some midget Mexican.
Oh, whoa. Sorry, Juan.
Hey.
All Tony, bro. I don't want none of that
They
beef.
prefer to be called luchadors.
My favorite wrestler. No, I love Juan. Juan's awesome. I'm glad he came.
Juan?
Well, I'm glad, man. So you're feeling better?
Yeah. I brought a treat for you guys.
Tell everyone what happened. You
Huh?
lost something.
It was a penis reduction.
Ha!
Yeah, just the tip.
Josh found it in his mouth.
He sewed the rest onto mine.
No,
He's got so much, he's giving it away.
Now it's weird. It's multicolored now. Since you're sewing yours on mine, it looks like Neapolitan ice cream.
You ever seen that kind of
I can
porn
see
star
that,
that it looks like one like a ice cream sandwich? Like
yeah,
a
his
Neapolitan?
name is Bruce Venture.
Bruce Venture.
Yeah,
you know
he's
his
not
name.
the only one, but yeah.
You know, I think that's so weird.
Looks like his penis has like cow spots on it.
Like it's been dipped in
like the tip has been like
in ranch dressing.
Like he was wearing a little mini snuggie thing, and only the bottom half of his shaft got
Why are we
tan.
talking about penis?
I don't know. That just came up when you were talking about that.
He has had sex with a lot of females that I'm attracted to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Janice Griffith,
Janice Griffith.
April
Don't know who that
O'Neil.
is. Don't know who that is. April O'Neil.
April O'Neil.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not that one. That is where she got her name, though.
Oh.
I partake in a healthy amount of porn. I still don't know names.
I partake in an unhealthy amount.
Yeah. What's a healthy amount? 1 hour a day.
When you know their bios, that's too much.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to get April on the show. Not saying it's gonna happen,
Do
but
it.
she's super friendly, super awesome, and she loves shit like this. So
Well, that's nice.
And we'll order you pizza.
yes,
With a theme.
she has been in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle porn parody
Oh, fantastic.
What?
as April O'Neil.
Did she do
the
Michelangelo?
ass ooze.
Did she do Michelangelo?
I think it was Raphael
All right, that's good.
or Casey
Jones?
Yeah.
That makes more
Secret
sense.
of the Ooze or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. It was something nasty. I don't know. But shout out to
Something
April
super
O'Neil.
hacky.
I fucking love that girl. Yeah.
I don't know you, but I can't wait to meet you.
So I brought you guys a bottle.
Oh,
That's
water!
what I've been drinking.
Look at that.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to.
Now
bring
he's
you-
excited. He gets to drink again.
Yeah. This is a Japanese whiskey.
Ooh,
Okay.
I recognize the box.
Ooh, they filtered through a samurai sword.
Dude.
Something like that.
Dude.
There's only 9 active distilleries in Japan. This is the biggest one, Suntory. The second one is Nika. Those names are probably...
What'd you just say?
Yeah, my Nika. I think the first distillery was
I prefer
in,
sativa.
like the 30s of Japan, and they just blew up. When you taste it, we won't go too much into the flavor profiles, but you should be able to take some hints of fruit and whatnot. They try to match the same way that Scotland does their whiskey, and whiskey from Scotland is called
Whiskey.
Scotch.
It's all whiskey. I'm going to fail this. I could pass my NMLS test, but I can't fucking... I don't know anything about whiskey. Look at that, guys.
That's
Can
dope.
you see that? Can
I
you guys
feel
see
like we
that?
should watch a Bruce Lee movie
Pimp.
when we drink this.
This looks old schoolish. This looks...
Yeah, it's one of
Nice.
the Yamakaze was the I think I'm pronounced that right. He was one of the first guys to like bring the art of whiskey to Japan, and was part of actually.
See, it's an art.
He helped create Suntory, and then someone I don't know his name branched from Suntory to make Nika. So even Nika has profiles of Suntory and the Yamazaki, not Yamakaze. So. It's a good whiskey.
Good. All right, well, let's try this mother.
All right.
Single malt Japanese whiskey. Yamazaki Distillery. All right. Oldest distillery in Japan.
Filtered through samurai.
We're about to
sword,
taste
yeah.
some good
filtered through a
shit.
samurai sword.
Filtered through a samurai sword.
Even though
I like that,
samurai-
man. I'm a huge fan of Japanese whiskey. It's awesome. Look at show them again. Pose for that right there. Like
This is what they drank when they filmed Mulan. Am I correct on that?
this is just gonna be a billboard in Japan. But yeah, man, I want to go to Japan. By the way,
Yeah, heard good things.
would you like to go? I heard they're really nice people.
I'm down.
I heard they're really nice people.
I love Japanese food, so
You know what I don't like about Japan is that Tom Cruise tainted it.
You know what I do like about Japan is the wrestling.
Wrestling?
New Japan Pro Wrestling is some of the best wrestlers.
You're a big wrestling fan. You follow Japanese wrestling
Yeah,
too?
they're actually going to be at the they're going to be at Cal State Long Beach doing a pay-per-view in the Walter.
Are you going on the
I
pyramid?
couldn't get tickets.
It's sold out?
Like that.
What?
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Man, you
dude.
gotta. Are you into fake wrestling? Is it? Do you get offended if it's fake wrestling? You know it's fake wrestling.
It's not fake.
It's entertainment.
It's not fake. It's not fake.
It's scripted.
It's scripted.
Okay.
Scripted. The danger's still there.
Yeah. And the acting sucks, but it's not it's like calling a movie fake. Like the movie's not fake. It's make
Yeah, but then you have some great actors like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And just
Was never a Hogan fan.
That was my favorite growing up.
right?
Oh yeah.
I wanted to be a real American.
No, that's not how the song goes.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Come on, man. Yeah, brother.
Eat your vitamins, brother. Why don't you make us a drink, brother?
All right,
did.
so let's make some drinks and bring on our guests at the same time. Because
Yes.
I need some ice.
Let me. Before we introduce him, let me say a couple things.
Oh yeah.
First of all, we're in his house.
Yep. It's true.
So mad gratitude from us to him for allowing us to be in this space. Appreciate it. He pretends to be busy working to be here and open for us. I think he's just being really sweet because that's the kind of guy he is. He's a great artist. He's a good friend. This is art back here. Make some noise for Mario Lopez.
Oh my God, what happened?
Holy crap.
elbow drops.
He elbow
Talking
drop.
about wrestling, so
You got Macho Man Randy Savage with you.
yeah.
What's
Just
up?
Dan, our videographer, look up Pomps and Circumstance. That's the song that Macho Man used to come out to.
Oh,
and just
yeah.
play it right there. Right there. All right.
right here.
Love that, man.
All right, man. Well, as our guest, get us some ice.
It's right next to him. That's why we're not being mean. It's just right next to him.
I don't know. I wouldn't care if it
we got. Yeah, Tony's not a nice guy sometimes.
It's true.
There you go. Now everybody wants to get fake hair. Everybody's like, oh, into wrestling now. I remember my uncle got here from El Salvador. We used to wrestle all the time. And I remember the first time I body slammed him. He was like
Sick.
5 years older than me. I was like 12. He's like 17. I grabbed him and I picked him. Like I felt like the Andre the Giant. Like I lifted the world. It's kind of like the first time I had sex with a big girl. Huh?
I have been
I
to
was at
so
the
many.
sports arena for an epic one. The Rockers and the Heartbreak Kids and stuff.
That doesn't sound that
The
good.
Heartbreak Kid is Shawn Michaels, who was one member of the Rockers.
Yes.
So yeah.
Sorry. What was the other one?
Marty
the
Jannetty.
pink ones. The pink ones and the Anvil.
The Heart Connection.
The Heart Connection. That's the one. That's the one. And Macho Man Randy Savage was there. Fought for the Intercontinental belt that year. That was a dope one.
Nice.
It was awesome, dude. That was an epic one. I think I might have been at a really big event and just
You probably. It sounds like you might have been
at like at a WrestleMania or something.
like something big.
But I was just a kid, and I remember getting the fake foam belt.
All right.
They should give
so
you fake foam belts for everything.
I brought Coke. I don't advise putting it in the drink. Some people may be offended, some of our viewers, but you're free to. I would just add a little bit of water and just.
No, I think
I'll
I'm gonna do
let
it.
you
I'm gonna do
lead.
it like
Let's be true to
like
the
that.
Japanese way.
yeah, true.
I'm gonna try it before water.
If I
Before
mess
it's
up, I
tainted.
will
Before
stab
it's tainted.
myself in the stomach with a sword. Isn't that what they do?
Here you go, sir. Stab yourself in the taste buds with that. Salud, guys.
Hey.
Thank you again, Mario,
Cheers.
for
Hey.
the hospitality. Truly
Cheers,
appreciate
Josh.
it. Yeah, Josh, you're supposed to cheers.
Cheers.
Fuck yeah.
Look at that
Dick.
face. Look at that
See,
face.
no manners.
All right. So I mean, I guess we could start the show.
Yeah, now we're gonna start. Welcome to episode 7. We got Mario Lopez today, famed artist. You can catch some of his work right now at the Homeboy Industries venue in downtown LA.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Actually, it'll be hanging there till May, the middle of May. So,
So go
yeah,
get yourself some salsa and some artwork. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
The
Be
second
cool.
half of the show, I'll show you one or two of his pieces. Aside from what you can already see behind us, this is all Mario Lopez art.
I'm waiting. I'm saving up money for the Cantinflas one. I want the real painting. I have a
that?
print.
Plantains? What'd you say?
Cantinflas.
Okay.
You actually should really study him. He's one of the best comedians
Yeah, he's actually
in the
worldwide.
history
He's
of the
known
world.
Really?
And he was
Yeah.
business savvy, and he had $1 million deals with big time networks
Better
here.
than Chess Burrito?
Yes, better than chest
I
burrito.
know that is.
Yeah, and then you make it sound delicious the way you say it. You make it sound,
Did I just
What
say a
is
cheese
that?
burrito?
you make it. Don't
Chest
disrespect chest
chest
burrito.
burrito?
Don't disrespect chest burrito.
Chest burrito.
I would
But
love a
speaking
burrito.
of, how did you get into that kind of artwork? Because a lot of it's very, very cultural.
Yeah, it's basically. I started painting everything that I grew up watching, which was like Chespirito, your old cinema from the Mexican cinema from the 40s, 50s.
Which one though? The sexy comedias?
No,
Or
no,
the
no,
classic
the
ones?
classic one. You're talking about Pedro Infante, Maria Felix.
I'm over here like Juan Camaney.
Cantinflas.
You know?
No, you're thinking
I think-
Almadas or
yeah.
something like.
No, that's action right there. That's the Mexican Charles Bronson.
Yeah,
That's
really
what that
bad.
is right
was
there.
Hey,
really
for all of
bad.
our white viewers, I'll translate later.
Yeah.
for you.
No, he won't.
You're right.
But yeah, man. So that influenced you.
Yeah, so when I started getting, I've been drawing since I was as far as I can remember, and then after that, I got into tattooing, which has been like 19 years.
See, I always think there's an element of mischievousness
Yeah. Did
in
you
a
start
tattoo
when you were in
artist.
San Quentin?
Yeah,
Tattooing?
how did that come about?
That actually came about a tattoo shop that opened up a few blocks from the house, and I decided to go sell some of my drawings. I figured like, hey, it's a new shop, maybe they need some, drawings.
How old were
That's a
you?
good idea.
I was 22, 20.
That's relatively
23.
young. So you're just slanging your artwork to local businesses?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did they buy it?
Yeah, actually, they ended up buying it, and they actually kept calling me to come in and do some drawings for, like, they'll have a customer like, oh, well, this customer doesn't want anything from the wall. They want something like this and
Custom,
this.
something
you knew
custom.
how to
Yeah,
do.
so that's when they'll call me, and then till I basically was good friends with one of the artists there, became good friends, and he was like, you should buy a kit and start making your own, tattoos, and you already know how to draw, so that's a plus.
Where was this at, by the way? What city?
This was in Linwood.
Okay.
Is the place still there?
No, that place, I think it's still there, and
The tattoo shop?
the tattoo shop's still there. It's Twilight. It's
Where-
called Twilight on Long Beach, right off Thames, next to Thames. Long Beach and
I know that area.
and Josephine,
but I'm drawing
right
a
off
blank.
right off the 105 freeway.
That damn diabetes, I tell you. It's that damn diabetes.
Forget
It
things.
fucks with your memory.
Can
I
you remember
hate
a
it.
concert?
Yeah,
Right,
you
yeah.
forget things like going to a Pearl Jam concert with your best friend. But whatever.
You forget one concert with somebody,
Yeah.
they never let
still-
you forget about it.
He's still hurt.
Oh, jeez, man. So you grew up in Linwood? Is that where you grew up, or you were there at that time?
No, actually, at that time, we were actually staying with my in-laws at that time because that's where my wife is from. I grew up in Boyle Heights, East LA.
So
East Los.
you were already married at 22.
Close.
I was married at 21.
21. So you were. It was like your 1 year anniversary when you started your tattooing.
No, you know what? And then it was probably 23 then. 20.
He has
It wasn't right
diabetes
after.
too. He has
Yeah.
diabetes too.
No, it's not. It's this right here.
There
You
you
were
go.
Yes,
a
it is.
struggling artist when you got married, and she stayed with you.
No,
She's
actually,
right-
I've always had my 9 to 5.
Really?
I've always had my 9 to 5 till like a year ago.
Okay, let's talk about that shit. A year ago, you decided to go full-time artist.
Yeah.
About a year and a half ago, I decided to go full-time whatever the hell I want to do. And we were talking about it off air earlier about the whole traditional schooling, the college, the university, the degree. You're actually someone that has a degree, and it still didn't serve you much from what you were sharing before.
No, it didn't.
If you could do it again, would you go to school or would you just do your own shit from the get-go?
Your own. Because if it's something like we were talking earlier, if it's going to be something like, and not to put the schools down or education or anything like that, but school loans, I mean, they're ridiculous, man. I mean, I have the degree, but now it's like I have this huge loan that I
Right.
still need to pay back. And it's something that I could have learned on YouTube.
Right. And you were actually saying that earlier, how, because I was talking about, man, I wish I would have finished my graphic design, degree and you're just like, just YouTube it.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it. But we were giving school credit as far as careers that require.
Yeah. Like you're going to be a doctor or you're a lawyer or,
Go to school. Fool. I'm not
Yeah.
trusting you with my
Your insights.
fucking intestines if you ain't got a degree.
I'm really happy that the surgeon that cut me open had
Some
multiple
school
degrees.
background, right?
Multiple degrees.
Yeah.
I hope so. If you're getting cut up.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, you would want that.
So that's the advice you would give the kids.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, if it's something that you can, look up on YouTube and you can learn it, it just actually, that's when your discipline's going to kick in. If you really want to do it, then that discipline's going to kick in.
It'll show right there.
Yeah. If
Especially
it's something that you're like, oh, let me try this, and you don't like it, then that's something you're not, if you're not driven for that, then look for something else.
What drives you now? You said you kind of started, you've been drawing forever. Now you're a little older. I think we're kind of very close age. You just had a birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
By the way, tell us how you spent your birthday. Because it's adorable. It's adorable, people.
Oh, this
Yes.
medieval times. Awesome.
Did you dress up in
Oh,
regalia?
hell yeah.
He dressed
Me
up.
and the wife dressed up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I saw pictures. He had a sword and everything.
Yeah.
It was-
I
it
think
was
we were the
awesome.
only ones dressed up, too, from the audience.
You went as the wench, right?
That was the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. It was my older son got us tickets, so it was cool.
Well, that's awesome. What was the question I asked you before I interrupted myself?
That's what I think the kids should do.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's what it was. No, I actually asked you what moves you now. Like, what keeps you going in the direction that you're going now? It's a lot of years later.
It's you know what it is? It's the results, man. Once you do you work on whatever project, it could be like really small, and just completing it is that satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's that. All right, it's hard to explain. You just once you accomplish whatever you're gonna set out to do, and you accomplish, even though if it's small, if it's minimal, just by accomplishing that, it's that satisfaction that you get. Like, yeah, I did it.
I think a
Then
lot
you
of
move
people
on to the other.
And that's, I think, you see this obsession with motivation and inspiration and all that stuff, and a lot of people just sit on that and continue just to yearn for the motivation, yearn for the inspiration, and lack the action.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it's that part that you describe right now where you get stuck, where you don't celebrate the little rewards, you don't celebrate the you don't build momentum. Like we this instant gratification expects us, like, if I'm gonna run today, I'm gonna look like fucking the other Mario Lopez tomorrow.
Right.
Like it's not gonna happen. And that messes with people's shit. So the whole accomplishing every step, that's the smartest way to do it.
And you know what? And it's just setting yourself small goals. And by there, I think that's a good practice to set bigger goals. Start with the small ones. You accomplish that, I'm like, cool. Let me go on with the next one. Like the mold making. I've done sculptures before, but I've never done a mold. And what did I do? I went on YouTube.
Bam.
How do you do this?
And you nailed it.
And yeah, first try.
Now they're selling like hotcakes.
Hotcakes.
He's got them for sale. Check out his website.
Get him. Check out his website, coming soon.
Yeah.
Or Instagram. That's
Just
there.
DM
We're gonna
him.
set him up an Etsy shop.
Yeah, we're gonna set up
We're
a
gonna do it for
Shopify
you.
or something
The
for you.
website is one of his small goals.
Yeah, that's
That's a
an
small goal.
immediate small goal. But fucking, you're putting in the work, you're trying, and that's what I
Yeah.
dig, man. That's what I love that you come on here and tell us that, because a lot of people need to hear this kind of shit.
No, and they do, man, because it's true what you're saying, that a lot of people do look through all the motivational stuff, and this is what you do. You're like, oh, that's cool. Oh,
Yep.
I like that. Let me double tap. Oh,
Yeah, no, you don't know
you
how many people I've seen like either repost or retweet or regram anything by Gary, who I've fallen in
Gary
love
V.
with.
Yeah.
Gary Vee.
And I'm like, I know you. Like, you don't even have a job. What is your side hustle?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I saw
You just retweeted this from the toilet.
You're using my phone. You just logged into your Twitter with my phone. Yeah, and I mean, I think from a creative standpoint, all four of us at this table have been. Well, what I tell people, one guy, I took an Uber last night, and
What did you rate him?
I gave him 5 stars, but because of the
Yeah. Well, what did he do to deserve 5
hold
stars?
on. I honestly, I was so baffled by the event that I didn't know whether to rate him badly or good. I get in the car, and there's another dude already there, and he gives me this look of like, oh man, you fucked up, right? So I sit down, and it's quiet.
So you're sharing one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I like it's cheaper.
All right.
And I like
I get
people,
it. Okay.
So the guy's like, hey, you mind? I'm me and Dominic over here, which is the other passenger. He's like, we were listening to a book on the way to our destination. Would you mind if we just continued on that? I'm like, no, that's fine. I'm a writer. He goes, all right, cool. Well, this is it's a book by Victor Hugo. It's called Les Miserables. Very great story. You're gonna love it. And he starts playing it, and me, I'm like, I know what the fuck it is, but okay, sure, whatever. We're riding along. About, I want to say, a minute plays of the story. He pauses and he goes, now see what's happening right here is the city, it's called M. You probably don't know that, but the city is called M. And this guy, and he starts explaining to me what happened. I'm like, oh, that's great. Okay, presses play. Another minute or two. Pause. So the thing is, this guy, and he's like,
He's
wow.
explaining
This is the
the whole
driver?
thing.
This is the driver.
Oh, hell
He's
no.
telling me.
I would have just jumped out of the car.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
3 stars, son.
So
3
like,
stars.
and I thought maybe he didn't hear me when I said like I'm a writer. I know what
Yeah.
happens here.
Yeah.
I've seen. I have not read.
He
it.
just assumed since you're taking an Uber that you're like a loser.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Which is not true.
Not true at all. I just didn't want to drink and drive. So at the near the end of our trip, he pauses again. He goes, "So what do you write?" And I'm like, "Oh, so you did hear me, you fucking dick."
He still doesn't know whether you watched that shit or read it.
And I'm like, yeah, I got 2 books out, working on my 3rd one, and blah blah blah. He's all right. Have a nice one. That was the end of the ride. Okay, but back to the idea of creativity and who your boss is, basically. The mentality of that discipline, I think, is extremely hard. And seeing Mario, just the way we've seen him, just what we've seen, it's a dedication that not a lot of people have.
Yeah,
that
it's
not
something
a lot of
else.
people can hold on to, or even, I mean, when I brought up us 4, like myself, there's stories that I have that I've been working on for probably like 5 years, and it's not that I'm stuck. I just haven't gotten to that particular story,
Right.
or I start a new one, or this one's more interesting, or shit happens and I don't even open the computer. So to have the resolve and like, do you have a set schedule, or is it just this is me every day? Like it's I know writers.
Yeah.
Some of them have a schedule. They wake up. Stephen King wakes up every morning and writes. I can't do that. I've tried. It doesn't work.
No, well, I was trying to do the, write down what you're going to do the following day, the night before. And I did it a few times, but I kind of stopped doing that. And it just, I don't know if anybody else does it, but like right before you go to sleep, I'm thinking, all right, tomorrow I need to do this. And the main one, I'll pick like 2 or 3, which are like the main ones. And then after that, if I have time, I'll do the rest.
Well, that's actually, I mean, that's I'm so weak at being organized that I've literally invested money in being organized. So I have like a morning routine journal that I haven't been using and I should be using. And I have my productivity planner, which is what you just indicated. So this planner, I mean, you prioritize your day.
Right.
And you can't move to the next one until you're done with that one.
Right.
If it's the most important task of the day, don't do anything else. Complete that shit and you're going to feel better.
Yeah.
Going back to the momentum. You got to build the momentum, and it starts with these little morning things. That's why that Marine video went so viral. The one that just start your day by make your bed.
Yeah.
It was a big. Just think about how that idea that phrase by someone went viral. Like the way you fix your life is make your bed in the morning, and everybody. You know why they watched it? Because they thought that's all I have to fucking do is make my bed, and I'm gonna be a millionaire, and I'm gonna be successful, and and then they make their bed, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
And
I
they
like made
stop.
my bed. I was like, okay, cool. Like, no, I'm still broken.
Yeah.
I like that you didn't say broke. You said
Yeah.
broken.
Oh yeah, I'm broken.
Much more
So
descriptive.
broke,
I have to
broken.
do more than make my bed. You son of a bitch.
I already made it.
That's just the start, though. It's
Someone
just the
else
start.
made it. I gotta fix it up now. This is bullshit. But yeah, and it's honestly something that I've literally invested. Like I started about 5 years ago, and it's so hard even with that tool sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
So for you to have created so much work and continue to do that, like you said, mad props. I have like 200 plus recordings of started jokes in my phone that I haven't revisited. Imagine that much work. I should be fucking
Writing them
down, spending at least 2 hours a day. And right now I'm saying this out loud and it's like mind blowing myself right now because I have all those fucking jokes.
Do
in
you
there.
guys have a spot? Do you have a spot where you feel creativity oozes out of you here more so than anywhere else?
I, for some reason, late at night, Radiohead station, headphones on. I need music. I could read with music. I could draw with music. I could write with music. I need music. Something about that vibe for me, Radiohead. I put on Radiohead and my brain is exploding with creativity, and that's how my chemistry works. You know, I don't know if you have a particular music that motivates you or whatever. Every time I come in here, it's almost different, almost every single time.
It's depend. For me, it just depends on the mood. You know, like I've been listening to that too much, so I'll change it up. I'll put some Frank Sinatra. Or I'll put some Bob Marley, or like today it was their Seattle grunge stuff. You know.
Yeah, love it. My favorite, 90s rock.
Yeah.
Do you consider this your spot? Like, the reason why I asked him that was I wanted to get to, like, is this your domain of?
Yeah, and there's times that I even told my wife, there's times that I don't want to leave. You know, I'm closing the door and I'm like,
That's
man, I don't
awesome.
want to leave. You know.
Yeah, you're not done yet.
I'm not done yet, and it's like 1 in the morning. So
It's weird because, I mean, admittedly, again, from a creative standpoint, the energy in here is very, very apparent. I mean, we're doing the podcast here, and we're drawn here, like, honestly. And it just makes me, because it feels like here there's no distraction to the creativity. You know what I mean? You don't have a TV in here. You don't have like a wall of games. You don't have like,
it's art. There's art. There's shit happening here.
Music playing overhead, which is perfect. That's all you need.
Yeah, and it's just to create.
I love that so many times I've walked in here, it's like, oh shit, you're working on this. It's like almost every time you're working on something else.
Like
it's dope as
remember
fuck.
I was talking about the sign?
Yeah, and now it's done, complete. We'll show you guys that in a little bit. Like it's dope, man. And so that's what I want to come back to and talk to you about, the actual work you're working on right now. What's inspiring you right now? We'll come back and talk to us. We're about to show you a little information on an event coming up for Mario Lopez in what date is it?
The 7th.
The 7th of April. The 7th of April. We'll throw up the information right now. Follow it. Follow him at Mario Lopez Art. We'll be right back, you guys. Speakeasy Podcast. I love being a dude. We gotta bust each other's balls off camera right now.
Don't
Dan
be a
was
dick,
talking
Dick.
shit, and he got schooled right
Don't
now.
be a dick.
I love it, dude. He was picking on Josh's big head, and then Josh is like, I'm gonna make it look bad. I'll make it recite the alphabet. And he said he's gonna need 3 S's because he has a beautiful lisp. There's nothing wrong with speech impediments. We love you, Dan.
I didn't
We
notice.
love
I
you.
didn't even notice. I don't know what they're talking about. That's kind of rude. You guys would say that. I've
You
never
just thought he was talking sexy all the time?
Yeah, I thought that was he's just always in his bedroom voice. Like,
He's always like, come here.
Dan likes snakes, okay?
How's everybody doing?
I'm a snake.
Dan's a parcel mouse.
I'm a slave forever. I love it, man. Well, we're back with Mario Lopez, the artist, the painter, the carver, the Renaissance
The
man,
wrestler.
the wrestler, el luchador. No, not that part.
no.
Not that part. Okay. Did you watch Mexican wrestling?
Actually,
I don't see any
the only-
Mexican wrestler paintings.
No,
so.
I know. I have done. I did a commission one.
Okay.
But the only match that I've ever been to when I was a kid was actually at Lucha Libre in TJ.
Sick.
And
Were there midgets?
Were there donkeys?
I don't remember. I was probably like
Well, everyone was taller than you.
6 or
anyway.
7.
That was probably your WrestleMania.
6, 7. Yeah, probably. I don't know. My uncle took me and my older brother. And
What, speaking of family, any other artists in the family?
no,
You're the only one. You're the only one with the skills.
I'm afraid so.
Good.
I hogged it all. That's what my brothers and my sisters say. Like,
Look,
you took all the skills.
I wanted to talk about something I kind of skipped over earlier. Our first episode, we were talking about birthday drunken experiences here at Speakeasy, and I want to ask you. I think we were curious to know any epic drunk birthday stories.
I don't drink.
I'm sure he doesn't get that crazy.
On
He just
Mondays.
said how he went to medieval times, so we know he don't get too turned up. He don't get too turned.
No,
And
you know
wasn't
what?
your plan to go to medieval times and Disneyland or something like that? Like you were trying to hit up multiple amusement parks and shit?
But then earlier.
I told you it was adorable. I told you.
The memorable one I have is one that a birthday that we had gotten a limo for that day. It was probably like 8 of us.
Limos always do it.
Yeah, we never partied in a limo like that. So the only limo that we've gotten into that I got into was like quinceañera or something, back in the days.
Those little jars
That
of
would be the
gummies,
Sweet
candies.
16.
Yeah, that's a
That's
Mexican
a
sweet
16-year-old's
16
Yeah.
rite of passage.
on her 15th year.
It's like the Hispanic bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyways, this was 4 or 5 years maybe, and on our way to dinner on the limo, obviously we were drinking, so we were getting a little tipsy. Got to dinner, had some more drinks there.
What year was this, by the way? I want to get imagery of like the society at the time.
About 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh,
Or
sorry. I missed that part.
4 or
Sorry.
5 years ago.
Okay, all right. My bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
Why don't you listen to our guests?
yeah,
Jesus.
pay attention.
I got distracted by his beard. It's nice. I'm like, I'm going to get salt and pepper like that.
This is this is the longest I've left it.
No wonder you look all scruffy.
Yeah, that's right.
like
Anyways,
Silver fox.
Looks like you've been messing with a lot of wood.
Yeah. And that explains
yeah,
the
that
carving.
doesn't sound right. Yeah.
I know what it sounded like.
Right. Go back.
Anyway.
Go back to your story. Go back to your story.
Went
4
to
or 5
dinner.
years ago.
We went to dinner. We had more drinks there. We were at LA Live, and then we went back to East Los, a place called Cities. Really cool spot.
It's all right.
That's actually that's my buddy's place.
It's amazing.
Best place I've ever been
What an
to.
awesome place.
And so on our way there, we ended up finishing up a Jack bottle and like 3 other wine bottles. So that was not a good mix.
Not a good mix.
But I mean, at the
Doesn't sound
moment,
like a good
at the
mix.
moment when we get in there, we're already happy and stuff.
Happy.
So,
Happy.
Yeah,
It
real
sounds like
happy.
there was more than alcohol. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
And
it's a funny. We're happy.
we're happy.
The fuck were you guys doing? Shrooming?
Mario ate
And
the
then
worm.
from there, I don't remember leaving the place or how I got home.
Do you remember waking up somewhere? And where were you? Did you make it home?
Yeah, my wife wasn't as drunk as me.
Hey, did you ever, speaking of remember, did you ever go to like a concert with your friend and then like remember going there? Or?
I always remember concerts with
'cause
buddies.
It's kind of a big deal, huh?
Yeah, especially,
Josh.
especially
I
if it's
seriously, you know what?
You and your buddies.
I seriously don't know how the fuck. I can't remember
Yeah,
this.
that's
I
kind of a big
seriously.
chunk of memory.
But some of your descriptions, they don't make any sense. I don't have a poster from this concert. I didn't buy an album. You said I bought like 3 different things.
Was it Walter you went with?
Yeah, I don't think it was me, man. I think it
have
was
any
your
friends that
other
like- I don't
Salvadorian
have
friend.
Any other? Yeah, I don't have any other friends who like Pearl Jam that much.
Yeah, you don't really have any other friends.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I remember going to just a couple, and they were both at the damn sports arena, and that's where my confusion lies. I don't remember seeing Pearl Jam at Verizon.
Josh, I would never forget if I went somewhere with you.
But then
Hey,
that's what I
Josh,
was saying earlier.
Josh.
Now I hope it makes sense. I was saying like fuck diabetes
I'm gonna-
because one of the this trips me out though. Seriously, you're not the first one to do this. This is the second time it happens recently where like my memory gets tested and I like start believing that I can't remember. This is I hate this damn thing. Watch your sugars. Watch your sugars. That's not a violin. That is a guitar. You're playing it wrong, Mario. Right? Wow, holy shit, he's playing it. But she has real strings? Yeah. Holy fuck.
That's how you play it.
Holy shit.
that worked.
Bamba.
Sorry, Josh.
Josh, remember that time we went to 7-Eleven and got ice? It was the best time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
pretty fun.
See?
Yeah, it was
remember.
great. So back to creativity and Mario's beautiful.
Was I there?
No.
Okay.
But anyways, that was my experience of like one of my.
I expected better, to be honest. I expected a better story.
Josh told us. He sold us.
Yeah,
medieval
you did
times.
warn us. You
Josh
did warn us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
doesn't get
actually,
that
in fact,
turned up.
when we were just married,
You see how he wants to
I
up it
just
now?
remembered right now.
Oh, yeah,
One of my
now,
worst ones.
this is the shit I want. I don't want that pussy shit that you just gave me right
we
now.
went to
We got in a limo, got drunk, and I remember. That's
We
fucking
were
half
happy.
my life.
Tell us the
That's
time
like
you
half
murdered
my
a guy.
college life.
No. Check this out. We went to Hollywood to this premiere party thing. We were in a friend's brand new car. Me and the wife sat in the back, and the couple sat in the front. And on our way back, at that time, I think I had like 2-3 zombies. You remember those?
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
Yum.
So on our way back from Hollywood to LA, I really had to throw up. So I'm like, pull over, and I couldn't throw up. So we got on the freeway, and I told the wife, I gotta throw up. and I don't want to throw up in their brand new car. So what did I do? I'm like,
No,
That's not better.
that is the right thing to
Was
do.
your shirt tucked in?
You know what? Fuck that. Is that not
Yeah.
the right
And
thing
you know
to
what?
do?
And then
That's the right thing to do. He's like so germaphobe, dude.
yeah,
Though.
no, and then you know
Horrible.
what? Yeah, I don't. Even though
Yeah,
being
you'll-
even being that drunk, I'm like, I don't want to clean this dude's car. You know, that was the first thing in my head. I don't want to be cleaning somebody
You
else's
can't clean that shit.
No.
You can make it better.
car. And it's a new car.
But
It
you
was a new
can't
car.
Hang your
clean
head
it.
out the window. You can
can't
always wash
get
it
rid
off.
of that smell.
Yeah,
you
no.
can't get rid of the fucking microbials of your shit in your carpet. There's no. You know what? I got thrown up. This is funny. So we're coming back from Newport. Somebody, my friend Steve, and it's his birthday. We're coming back from Newport, and there's a same thing, but we sat him cherry for some fucking reason. We sat him cherry in the backseat of a Honda Civic, 2-door, not even 4-door, and he's sitting back there. And he knows he's gonna yak, and we're on the 55 heading, like we're rolling down. We're almost there back to where we live, and he finds a Victoria's Secret bag. He puts it on his ears, right?
Oh.
And he's like, "All right, I'm safe." His mouth is in it. I'm like, "That's kind of fucking
really-
smart." I thought I was like, "Holy crap, that's good thinking for you right now."
Were there panties in
he
the bag?
fucking yacked. No, it's empty.
okay.
He made sure too. He's like, "All right, cool." And he fucking yaks in it, and we forget this is paper. This is
Yeah.
paper, and every corner has a hole.
Yeah.
So it's just sprinkles of his vomit hitting everybody in the car.
It was like those sprinklers you run through during the summer. when
Bro,
you're a
it
kid.
gets worse. So he stops throwing up, takes it off, and he's gonna dump it out. Tell me why he doesn't just throw the whole bag out and tries to dump it out?
Yeah.
Because he thought I might throw up again. Let me keep the bag. And he dumps it out before it's even fully out. So the wind comes, all the windows are down, and now everybody gets it. Everybody gets it on their fucking necks and ear. And yeah, that was.
Did you guys kick him out or what?
You know, we take care of each other. That's what we did.
I would have taken care of him.
We took care of him. Not killed him. We didn't kill him.
No, he would have been dead. One less Steve. There's a
Steve,
lot
we
of
kept him
Steves.
alive. We kept him alive. That was insane, dude. That's crazy. I never had that kind of stuff, I don't think.
I'm glad you puked where you puked.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do, Mario.
I never
You see how
really
you
do
stepped it
that.
up?
No, yeah.
I knew you could.
That
One
was,
time I had like 47 bottles of like Bartles and James and fucking got wasted. That was 8th grade.
that was an 8th grade. Okay.
So wasted.
Good time.
Speaking of, when was the first time you had a drink? How old are you?
I was in high school. I was probably like probably like a freshman in high school
Oh, he started late then.
when I started. Yeah. I mean, my dad first gave me like a drink when I was like a kid or whatever.
No, like
That doesn't
actual.
count.
But actual like
drunk.
drinking, yeah, probably like 9th or like 8th grade summer into high school.
Damn, that's kind of early. I didn't start. My first drink was, I would think I was like super late 17 or almost 18 years old.
Dude, I had my first 40 no English at 14. Because I was trying to be cool with the guys that, you know. in the
That's why you have
neighborhood.
that beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this is when you start late.
How old did you start? Fuck, did you start at 30?
Only
You get
started
the-
last week.
like the Fu Manchu, but in a
I
different
have,
spot.
I have no.
Tony didn't drink before this podcast.
No, he can't stop.
That's why he has that weird samurai beard.
Yeah.
We give him so much shit. Do you guys think Tony should shave his beard?
Yeah.
His samurai beard. Look at that.
Yeah, it needs to.
It just starts under the jawline. It looks
He's
like
part
a mud
Amish.
flap.
That's why he's Amish.
I ate a girl out sitting on my face,
And it
just
won't grow back?
Transferred onto my face, and now I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, this is her. These were her pubes.
That's
That's-
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great
Yeah.
writer, guys. Don't let that. He's actually. Don't let that comment.
Yeah, don't let that attempt at a joke
Yeah,
bother you.
yeah.
My first time was I think I was about 16, 17.
That's
It was I was in no rush. But when I did start drinking, I swore I was the shit by drinking like Alizé. Like I would carry around a backpack.
You have some pretty good taste. Like,
Yeah. I carried around a backpack with
You like the Alizé, Josh?
well, compared to what I drank, I mean,
with Red Passion, Alizé, and Mountain Dew everywhere I went.
we used to
Red-
drink Mad Dog 2020.
Never did that. You know, I skipped all of that.
Do you remember the Arctic
To me, that was
Ice,
just like NyQuil and fucking Kool-Aid. Like that was. That's what Matt
So there's no
that's what-
Nitrine or Thunderbird or anything?
No.
Nah, you went hardcore. That's
Wow.
that's some street shit right there.
That was the
That's the equivalent to the current
was
Four
the,
Loco back then.
no, that was early, like 90, 89, 90. That was the house party days. Party cruise.
That malt liquor.
I remember the house
Cruise.
parties of those days. I was supposed to be in the room, and I would peek out.
Oh, the
and,
deep
you know,
house and all.
everybody was getting fucked
You're
up.
from the 90s, right? You're from the 90s. You said what? You say you're 74?
Yeah.
74?
He's 74 years old. Yeah.
90s. That's his year. That's his year.
Yeah,
90s.
44
You were-
years old, man.
You were 21 and over right there already by the 90s, right?
No. Well, late
95,
90s.
95, mid. That's right there.
90
Deep in now. Deep down
Yeah.
in. That's 95 right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's when I got married in 95. I got married in 95.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
So actually this year, next month, we're actually going to celebrate our 23rd anniversary.
What are you guys doing?
Oh.
Anything you could share without ruining a surprise?
They're gonna be on the podcast together.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, she
We'll talk to you guys about how. That's a long time you've been
she's
married.
already saying no.
Gary, come on, be on the show. We want to know about relationships. I think everybody up here sucks at them,
I'm
except
actually
the guy at the end.
I'm
We
pretty
need some
good.
help.
I swear.
Can't even take yourself seriously, motherfucker.
You know what? I have a question for Mario.
Ask it.
A lot of people like to talk about themselves positively, including us, especially me. But
yeah.
I think that you can judge a person's quality of work on their failures as well. So I want to know, what would you say was one of or a couple of your biggest like failures, whether it be a concept of art or a piece itself or an idea that you had, just something where you like, well, that didn't fucking work.
No, you know what it is? And I think it's
Great
with every-
question.
With every artist is the procrastination, you know? That's where I'm guilty with that. Well, less now, but back then was like, not even back then, I would say even a year ago, I was like, okay, I need to do this. I make sure that, I got to finish this. And I have like a whole month. Then you see me the night before, trying to do it or start it. And
That's some college shit right there.
yeah, and that's something that I think that you're setting yourself to fail, you know?
Well,
So-
so something that worth considering with actions like that, because I have the exact same problem, is just understanding how your subconscious works, and that's where it's coming from. Because if it's something that you don't want to do and you do it, or vice versa,
Right.
that shit's in your head. Something's beating you.
Yeah.
Like something's beating you, and until that gets addressed, nothing changes.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. Then you get pissed at yourself because I fucking did it again.
Yeah.
I waited to the last minute again. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 12 years, 9 years, whatever it was, and here I'm doing it again. That's subconscious shit, and that's where you got to dive in and address that. Try to find where that comes
Yeah,
from.
if you can address that like early, like now I try to do that, I'll catch myself doing that, like, oh man, I'm falling
Yeah.
back to that. And like right now, a good example, like there's some like the sculptures that I'm doing, there's some orders for them. So I wanted to make sure I wanted to knock them out, but I also have a sketch that I needed to finish. And I actually finished it a day before that I said I was, and now I'm starting another commission painting that I was going to start tomorrow, and I already started today. For
So
that
now
same
you're
reason.
ahead of schedule.
Yeah, so that's by being ahead, it kind of pushes you. Like,
Yeah.
okay, now that I'm ahead, I could finish it, and as soon as I'm done
See-
with this, I can jump on something else.
And the next thing is, how good do you feel that you're now ahead?
Oh, dude, awesome,
right?
man. You feel. You know what?
This-
You feel grown up. You feel like you're taking care of business now. Like I'm not here to bullshit or anything.
And that's the point right there. What we failed to do is think about the feeling when we accomplish it. Like when we accomplish it, focus on that feeling, how good you're gonna feel, how amazing you're gonna feel, how
That
you're gonna want to show.
satisfaction,
Yeah,
man.
that satisfaction. So that's one of the points where I'm like, be selfish, because if you are right there, you're gonna feel that amazing shit when you're done, and it's a productive selfish.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you create a better
Yeah,
life
big
for
time.
yourself, a more productive life for yourself. That's the dopest part of life, when you can do that for yourself. And it's crazy how it could take some time to develop that mentality where that's what you want to feel, and you're still struggling with it. I do too.
Yeah. I mean, there is times that I do kind of like, struggle with a little bit, but not as much as before. And it just comes down to, to experiences, So
You get an example of both. You know what you feel like when you fucking don't do it, and you know what you feel like when you do. You know what you feel like when you gave this all the hours that you possibly could. You know, you feel like when you rushed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Incomplete. You feel You don't want to turn that shit in. Like,
No.
you want more time.
You feel like,
want-
this isn't even my best stuff, you know? And you're like,
same thing with writing. I'm sure there's been occasions where you didn't give it all you could.
Yeah.
You know, then you just half-ass yourself, and that's the feeling. That's the two feelings you need to feel, like, or focus on feeling. It's like, make sure let's not feel like a dickhead because I didn't do it right this time.
Yeah.
Let's feel fucking amazing. Let's do that shit.
yeah, and by following these guys that push you, like Gary Vee, I started following this new guy, Andy Frisella.
Oh yeah, he's intense.
Oh, that guy is.
He's intense.
Man,
he's got that fucking 300 goatee.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like it's like a brick of cement coming out of his face.
And he's actually one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, I like
man.
him.
There's this one.
He is a more cold-blooded Gary Vee.
Yeah,
And it's more business than media.
yeah.
So it's more straight to the fucking
It's more
point.
like, get off your ass and
fucking
do it.
being poor.
Yeah.
Get the fuck up. You love that shit. Go fucking get that
Yeah.
shit. And these are the exact steps you take to get that business off the ground.
Gotta
Like, he
make your
gives
bed.
you the fucking tools where Gary's like, stop being an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
come on. You
Yeah.
know,
You
you
guys
do
get
wrong.
a chance, follow this guy. This guy's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's dope. He's
Yeah,
dope.
just like Gary Vee. Gary Vee is one of my.
I follow him. I follow
I
him
got
too.
it. Yeah, and his
Anybody
books, too.
other than influencers that you suggest following or you get influenced by, whether it be the current state of social media or past traditional artists and non-living anymore?
Oh yeah, like for me, my favorite art would be like the Renaissance. You know,
So you like
that's
that
where I
classical
drive.
shit.
Oh yeah, like the sculpture part of it, the art form of it. You know, and I got tons of books of that. You know, because that's something that I want. I told my wife, I go, one of these days I would love to go. There's a class that they do. It's a master class for marble sculpting, but it's in Italy.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
a 6 month class or something.
Do it.
Hell
No,
yeah.
I want to, but I just gotta make sure we have enough for her. She's gotta have enough vacation and
6 months worth.
6 months worth of.
Anybody got
money.
a job out there where you can give somebody 6 months of vacation?
Yeah, or if you guys want to start a GoFundMe
Yeah.
page for
Let's
me?
go fund his marble
Look,
sculpting
some
career.
guy made a GoFundMe for a potato salad. You can do the shit for Italy, all right?
You never know who supports artists. You
Yeah.
know, they see what you got going on and it's like, you know what? Let's invest in this guy. Let's send him off to Europe.
I'd give you $1 for sure.
I would pitch him $5.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
$5. Now you're like, I don't know how many thousands dollars minus $6 closer, but
Hey,
you're closer.
maybe you can start that
Nope.
GoFundMe.
No, I
for
need
me.
my own money for my dog. I want to get him a brother. I got priorities.
Priorities, okay?
I want a Frenchie
your
for
little
Q.
fucking trip to Italy doesn't compare.
Fuck your trip to Italy where you could create amazing arts and inspire people.
Can you create a Frenchie?
Can you create a Frenchie out of marble? I don't think so.
Maybe. He could sculpt you. a
Not
dog.
yet until he goes there. Then he'll be able to shut me up. But until then, blah. Can't top my Frenchie.
So out of all the pieces that you created, and I'm asking you this as also a creative mind, there is,
All of them.
yeah, really, every single one.
That's
Yeah.
good. I knew you were going with that.
I was actually asking you, what would you say is one of your favorite pieces that sticks out? I've written thousands of poems, not an exaggeration.
One of the one that sticks out, like, and it's actually my best one that sells. I always sell out of prints. Is the one right behind you?
That one.
Yeah, that one
Beautiful.
was one of my first masterpieces. That's a print.
It is actually.
Yeah, that's a print, and the original went to this lady that has actually an insurance.
Damn, I didn't realize how great those skeletons were.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
So, yeah, that would be like the top.
How convenient that it's right behind us.
Yeah, I know. That's a good
I
question.
think he set this shit up.
Well, speaking of prints,
Yeah.
Speaking
Josh.
of prints,
Tell us what's up.
are we giving these away?
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna give them away.
If no one claims them, then they're going to me. First one, I don't know if you can tell. It looks
Hold on,
like
hold on. Before, hold on. So this is what's happening. Mario's gonna give away 2 prints, and there's a couple things you got to do. So Tony's gonna tell you what you need to do, and then Josh will tell you what those pieces are.
Send nudes. No,
to him.
subscribe to our YouTube channel. Dan put one of those little cool buttons.
Right here. Look
If
right here.
not,
Sure.
one of in our social media will be the link.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and then comment and just make
Be artistic.
Yeah, do something either creative
Say
or funny.
something. Artistic.
Comment wise,
Creative.
and then we'll choose. There's 3 of us, so we'll have a tiebreaker. We'll choose the winner. There's going to be 2 prints that we're giving out. They're
So 2 winners.
Mario Lopez art. They're both pretty cool. We're
Yeah.
gonna have great descriptions by Josh right now.
Yeah.
Go
Take
ahead.
it away.
This one, my best guess would be it looks like Al Pacino, and based on the. Hey, you talking to me? I mean, am I wrong? No, I recognize this. It's Chess Burrito.
Oh, cheese burrito.
Burrito.
That's a P, not a B, Josh.
Chess Burrito. Let me say
Chespirito.
Chess Burrito.
Chespirito.
Chespirito.
Burrito.
There you go.
There you go.
Pretty close.
Highway. This one, I definitely recognize this. This is Ricky Ricardo from one of my favorite shows.
Thanks, Josh.
That is not Ricky Ricardo.
I know. What actually I did guess right earlier. I said El Gallo Hero.
El Gallo Hiro. That is
Gallo
El Gallo
Hiro.
Hiro. That's Luis Aguilar.
Luis Aguilar. I've heard that name before.
He was an actor from those days too.
I've heard that name.
Yeah.
This is a chicken skull with a skull chicken.
Sitting there holding his cock.
He's holding it, petting it, looking real fierce.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. You get one of these prints. We got Chespirito. Try to get no glare.
Al
Hope that
Pacino.
works. Let me go the other way. And then we got Ricky Ricardo /
It's Luis Aguilar.
It's Luis Aguilar, famous actor. Your parents will probably love this. Mother's Day's coming up. He has a lot of cool shit. Support your local artists, man.
Mexican
we
Mother's
need
Day's
you
coming
guys. Isn't it true, man? I want to before we go, I want to touch on something. The pay for artists, the work we put in, and the actual pay we get. How do you feel about that?
It's a good question. That's why we have to work twice as hard.
I mean, I'm sure
Because
you're
the
going to
pay-
almost have to lose money first, right? Almost give stuff away.
But that's
yeah.
the problem.
yeah, it is a
Yeah,
problem.
That's why I'm asking this
Yeah,
question.
I mean, it's just like anything else. It's marketing. There is times you have to give stuff away, and but what trips me out is that, and everybody sees that, in social, especially in social media, that, like I'll work on something and it took me like, weeks to finish it, and I'll post it and try to get followers. I'm like, okay, I got 3 followers and 10 likes, cool. And then you go to the next page and it's like, there's a girl showing boobs. She's got like a million likes, and
I love that artist.
I'm like, what? I'm like,
I feel you.
You
I
feel
feel
like,
you.
like, man, there's so many retarded people out there.
You should put boobs on this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Put
just
some
stuff like
boobs
that,
on.
that or there's this thing on it was actually on the news where this kid made his 15-year-old built his own Harley, posted up. Yeah, I think he had like 150 likes or something like that, versus like the girl that came out in Dr. Phil that how about that?
Oh shit.
She's got like 1 million followers.
What a great comparison.
You like
Ugh,
this
that's
guy,
what's
this,
awful with the society.
What's
yeah,
wrong?
it's like I don't know, man. That's
But
what-
okay, I'm gonna have to play a little devil's ad.
yeah.
You can't blame it on that.
No,
Like,
you can't.
you
No,
just-
you
you
can't
just-
hate on it, but
You can't, and you got to just adapt to how people pay attention. That's one thing, but for you to kind of like address that takes away from my actual question, because at the end of the day, art is purchased by art lovers.
right.
Sometimes ambitious art likers. So you have an opportunity to sell your art.
Yeah,
When we do, let's just move forward to the fact that we actually sold it.
right.
Do you feel like you always have to undercut yourself? Do you feel like you're not getting your value? Do you feel like you're not getting in return what you invested into the piece?
Not at this moment, because I know I'm still building my name, so I'm not at that point
Okay,
where.
explain that to me. That to
Okay.
me is an even different concept right there.
Okay, so
So you're not as valuable yet because your name isn't recognized?
I'm not. I guess you can say a published or an established like artist. What I mean by that, it's like there's galleries, like the real big high galleries. First thing they ask you is, are you a published artist? That means, have you been in art magazines? Have you been in, and
Okay.
you know, I've been like in local newspapers, but I haven't hit up the.
So in your industry, like, do they even ask you to have like a press kit and shit like that? Like if you want more ambitious,
Right. If you want to,
exhibitions?
if you want to start pricing your artwork at the high level, like, you have your high pieces where you go to a gallery and all they have is a red dot and they want like, $30,000 for that.
Yeah.
right?
That's probably somebody that is already established and they can do whatever they want.
Have you ever been to a gallery where you're like, fuck this guy?
Oh,
Like, I
many
could
times.
School this fool. Many
Many times, but you know what? Everybody has their own vision, I guess you can say. So it's it's just right now, I guess the value that I have on them, it's on the pieces that I have are not where I really want them to be, but because I'm still growing, and then trying to do, paintings for like celebs and stuff like that, that's helping me out, kind of value my stuff a little higher.
Well, I hope you guys heard that. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Support your local artists. Stay tuned for the next episode. Mario, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. This is Speakeasy Podcast.
Giving this away too. This third piece created by Tony Acero. This took lots of time.
Comment for Tony's art piece.
Will not be free though. It'll be $400.
300. What is it? 318. $320 for that piece.
Sold.
Let's see who does it. Thank you guys for joining us. Josh, Walter, Tony, Mario. See you guys in the next episode. Speak Easy Podcast. I get a video.